Well, hello. It's been a long time. We've been very busy. As I said in the last or I think it was just the last video, uh, my grandfather-in-law passed, and my wife is not taking it very lightly. So I've been kind of taking a hiatus on videos now. I've been working on clocks, but I actually worked on four of them actually. Um, but I just haven't bothered uh, recording. I didn't have the time to edit, but anyway, um, I am back here today with um, sorry, I'm drawing a blank. I have a cuckoo clock that I bought about 3 4 weeks ago, and we just got back from vacation, and I was gonna do a kind of a time lapse recording of going to and from there, but that didn't happen just because we wanted to get to vacation as quick as possible and then back home as quick as possible. And we didn't want to fudge with the camera and making sure it was still running and have a bit of a wheeze in my breathing. So if you hear that, I apologize. But today on the bench, we're going to work on that cuckoo clock that I bought. And it is mine. This is not a customer's, but I do need to take it apart because upon getting it working, I realize that there is a cracked wheel. Now, thankfully, it's in the music box. And today's goal is to get that gear out of there. And I have a friend of mine who has a brother who's going to 3D print this gear or replacement gear, but I have to pull the old one out, obviously, and I also have to get measurements, which I will do with my brand new but very cheaply made and likes to turn on its own caliper. Yeah, I mean, it's accurate, so I can give you that. Um, as far as I can tell, it likes to turn on its own randomly, but it turns off on its own too. Now, I have a lot of work to do on this clock. For starters, I lost the washer that goes between this nut and the hand, so now this hand moves independently. Um, Also, it doesn't like to strike until about 10 minutes after, and that's actually how I lost the washer. Was because I was trying to pull the minute hand and go back. But otherwise, it does chime and it does work. I just wanted to get the music box working before I did anything else. Oh, oops. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. It's just not as sensitive. Okay. So let's flip this over. I don't have anything to protect the front in here, do I? I need to clean this shop up. It's becoming a mess. Okay. And it's a pretty large cuckoo clock. The weights, I should have grabbed them. The weights I had to order for it because it didn't come with weights or pendulum. The weights are huge and they're heavy. I mean, I had to look up what size weights this particular clock uses. So I'm going to try to gently turn this over. It's going to be easy for you guys to see, but it's going to be hard for me to see. Okay, and this chain, it's a mess of chains. If you ever owned a cuckoo clock, you would understand. The chains are a nightmare. Yeah, it's a little warped. You know what? I'm going to move the camera so we can get a better view. Well, actually, why don't I just move the clock? that's, you only need to see this part anyway. What I like about this clock is the music box is pretty independent. Okay, so I see what I need to do. I got some screws on the outside here. Oh, right there is the, oops, dropped my oiler. This right here is the part that I need to get out. That's smaller than a dime. I told my friend it's about the size of a dime, but it's way smaller. Gosh, I hope his 3D printer can print that. And the heater is getting ready to go off. I need to turn off this heater next to me too. It's hot enough in here as it is. Okay, so I'll need a flex to get, well, it should slide right off. Let me try. This is magnetized. I need to demagnetize it. Oh, reach to my toolbox. Oh. Okay. Okay, where's my magnetizer? Or demagnetizer? Oh, there it is. Okay. I thought I lost it. Okay. Alright, that's demagnetized. But, oh, no, it's still magnetized. What the hell? Pardon my French. Guess I got to do it a few times. Nope, still magnetized. Oh, well. You know what? It's not a customer's clock, so I'm not too worried about the precision work. So, let me see. I need to loosen this shaft screw, which is going to be kind of tricky, especially with the angle. Okay. That's loosened. That should be enough. And then I got some screws on this side. I should be back to making videos on a regular schedule. So, hopefully I can get back on track. I mean, family drama has kind of subsided a little, and everybody got what they wanted, and we're still figuring other stuff out, but I think we'll be fine. Uh-oh. No, I wanted it to... Alright, well, it's got to take the whole chain with it. I thought that would have loosened it. That's going to be tricky to get out of there. Ah, shoot. It should just come right off of... No, maybe not. Alright, well, I was afraid of this, but there is a little access window right here, so it shouldn't be too bad. Remove the dancer chain. And then move the main chain. That rhymes, main chain. That's going to be a pain in the arse to get back on there. Okay. Alright, we no longer need this body, but I need to make absolute sure that this chain does not pull through. Probably ought to unwind that chain a little bit. Remove some of these dead clocks. Alright. So this song is, oh, what's the tune? It's a German tune. It's on the side. I'll have it in the description. Right now my German is really rusty, but I'll go ahead and play a sample. If it'll go. Hello. Okay, so we're still stuck. Oh, yeah, well, duh, I can't do that anyway. Alright, so I need to get that little wheel out. Oh, I was afraid of that. So I need to get the stop arm off of there. And then I need to get this off. That should be an easier way. Well, no, and then that lifts the flywheel off. But then how do I get... Yeah, big old crack. Try to focus it. It's right there behind the flywheel, but I can't get a good focus on it. Really don't want to take this whole thing apart if I can help it, because I know I'm going to have trouble putting it back together. Maybe if I just move... I can probably, hopefully without breaking, I don't want to break it though. But I don't see any other way it can come off of there. Well, I'll go ahead and take the armature off. Oh, come on, Michael J. Fox. That's a little inside joke. Okay, and then take this. There might be something under this area that will allow me to remove that little wheel. Put those on my Rodico so I don't lose them. Alright, we don't need that part for now. Now then. I just don't see unless I move. Daggum. And somebody spilt oil all over it. Yeah, this might be a little more complicated than I thought. Oh, I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, and you all are screaming at me. Are they push springs? They might be push springs. They're kind of acting like it. Let me get a dipper. Oh, shoot. Well, I should have seen that coming. I broke that dipper. Yeah. That dipper is no good. That's okay. They're a dime a dozen. I'm not going to break another one. I wonder if my pliers would come in handy. I don't want to break it. Well, my pliers are not in here. Surprise, surprise. Let's see if I could zoom in a little. I didn't think about that. Well, can't zoom in while I'm recording, so that's all you guys are going to see this whole time. I apologize. Shoot. Okay, let me go get my pliers. Mess in here. Okay, I found them. Okay, so let me gently twist that. Nope, I don't want to break it. I feel like I'm gonna break it. I might as well just get a new music box, but I'd rather not. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's right. It did bend out a little bit. Get my micro kit. Gosh, it's already been 20 minutes. I lost track of time. By the way, I got that one of those from a few videos ago. I believe the one with the box of clocks. I did get one of those anniversary clocks working, albeit it's a little too fast. Easy. Don't want to break any more tools. Yep, it's trying. Times like these, I wish I had a loop, an eye loop. I do have a magnifying glass, but I don't use it. Probably should. I'll need to hammer that back down when I put that back. Don't worry, I got a little anvil and a little hammer just for that. Yep, it's trying to come out. I'm gonna stab the... Ow! Yep, called it. Just as I was doing it. It's like I know when it's gonna happen. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Just as I was saying, and it always happens. I always say, oh, watch, I'm gonna cut myself, and bam! I probably should be wearing gloves. You know what? Where are my gloves? My gloves are nowhere to be found. Probably got lost. Uh-oh, somebody's in trouble. I hear sirens. I want to scratch up the gears down here. it's getting there. Should be able to just yank it out, but I don't want to. There we go. Okay. All right. Yeah, it took a little bit of brute force, but all right. Now, I'm going to end the video right here, but here's the little part, and there's a little crack right there. It's really hard to see, but got to get some measurements, but I'm going to go ahead and do them on video, so this may be too small. Okay, so the hub, 0.25 inches. 6.4 millimeter. The width, 2.3 millimeter. 0.09 inch. Teeth width, 0.03 inch. 0.8 millimeter. The gear itself, the width, which is different than the hub, if I can get it in there, 7.9 millimeter, 0.3 inches. Did I get the teeth width? I think I did. Yep, I did. Now the width between, that's not going to work. I'm just going to roughly space out, I'll say 0.4 inches, 1 millimeter. Yeah, we'll say 1 millimeter between the teeth. And oh, and the teeth length, again, I'll have to visualize it. 0.02 inches, 0.5 millimeter. Yeah, that's about right. Oh, and the center hole, it's called 1.2 millimeter, 0.04 inches. All right, well, that's all I have for right now. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video on kind of a, I should have made sure which way that gear went, but that's okay. I can look at it later. So I want to thank you guys for being very patient with us. I hope to be back with regular videos soon, but in the meantime, that's all I have, and I will see you all later.